Hi everyone, welcome back to another video from Disciples of Alien. And today's video will be split into chapters so you can just jump to whatever part you feel is related to you. Most importantly, this video will be about team activities rather than the individual self. So we're gonna talk about the difference of swunting groups versus fronting groups and why they are both good. So bear with me. Now, when we're talking about the swunting groups, there are four main ways of doing this. So you have the first one, which is that you and your team of maybe 12 players gather together and you have a designated healer healing all the participants. That way you as a participant don't have to worry about healing and dying. That's the healer's job. The second way of doing this is by splitting this into that you guys are responsible for healing yourself using the tool or using armor. That is the second option. The third one is that you swunt using another healer as a backup and you yourself heal as much as you can just to aid the healer. So that way you have one who's mainly responsible for your survival and then you have yourself as backup in case. And then we have the fourth option, which is probably the most common one, which is the common sweat circles that we see. That is, you stand and you swunt without anyone assigned as healer or you yourself healing, and thus just gaining sweat and defensive skills while being hit. So that is the swunting method. Now, let's take a look at the other one here. Now, when it comes down to fronting, there are a few different ways. The first one that you can apply is slow fronting, which is basically you take something so slow that you can outwalk it backwards. So if you're 4 people, for instance, you can just go back and forth without ever being hit. So take, for instance, a Treskeron young, mature or old, for instance. Those are so slow that you don't even have to run sweat. So you can walk. What this does is that it minimizes your chances of finding fruit, since you're not going to move any significant distances. But it will, however, allow you to sweat bigger mobs without the use of a healer. So that's one bonus with that. And if you want, you can also take some damage just to get a chance of getting some extra defensive skills. The positive aspects of this kind of spot fronting method is that you can make sure that you get all the sweat from a mob without taking damage, and thus getting more sweat per hour. And if you want, you can also go ahead and take some damage from the mob and just let it regain before you take another hit to get a little more sweat, or defensive skills, sorry. And on top of that, you don't need a healer. Now, the downside, in contrast to the next method I'm going to talk about, is that since you only travel back and forth, you're not going to find so much extra stuff. So not so much extra fruit and stone, for instance. And on top of that, one of the downsides in contrast to the sweat circles or the swunting teams is that you need to stay a little more active in order not to die. So that's the spot sweating for you. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the next version as well. Now, if we go ahead and look at the second type of fronting, that is the one that I've been showcasing here solo, that is the marathon fronting method. Now, what this means is that you will be taking a large creature mob, like this Proteron that I took, and drain that and completely sweat it dry. Now, in this video, you can see that I only drained 1000 HP, which is usually what you can get from an entire Ambulimax, which is usually the prospect on Royal Club's sweating circle. Now, we're talking about the pros and cons in contrast to swunting, not sweating. So, when you decide to front these kind of creatures, they have 2910 HP. Imagine if you were a group of 10 players, how long would it take for you to get 290 sweat? Just go back, take a look at the video, and you'll see just how long it took me to get 290 sweat. And then I am using a weapon with 58 DPS. Now, the Bukin spare rifle that you get from the Kali starter mission has got 5.1 DPS, so 10 of you would have 51 DPS. That's not a far stretch from my DPS, and I can solo kill this guy. And I don't have any movement speed. So what this means is that you can cover a lot of ground, you can find a lot of fruit, stone, and dung over the course of a few hours if you play. And considering the fact that you're already active if you're sweating a Ambulimax with a team and killing it, why not just run around a little bit and get the potential of finding more? And also, killing these guys give you a larger chance of finding a big global. So this is it for this video, and I'm just gonna let it roll the rest of the kills so you can see that without movement speed you can do it as well. So take care, enjoy, and I'm not gonna make you deaf with the tunes this time, so see you later.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.